All right. Cigar Sherper Laird Mayhew here with a quick how-to. Here to answer a question that I get daily is how to properly cut the cigar. Now, it's actually not a dumb question because there is a proper way and an improper way to cut the cigar. Okay, so you basically got about three choices, okay? And it's really going to depend on your preference and the size of the cigar, but most of all, it's preference. Okay, so what we have is a guillotine cut, which is going to look like this, and that's just going to cut it flat across the top, okay? They come in all different shapes, sizes. You can spend $10, you can spend $200, thousands of dollars on these things. You got these where only one side moves like an actual guillotine, and you got the double blade. Then you've got your V cutter, okay? If you'll notice there, it's like it drives like it cuts a notch out of the top of the cigar. Aside from that is the hole punch. Now what I've got here is the hole punch from Sector 7, and you press that in and basically you can see you're going to make a hole with that. Okay, all of this is going to be preference. I don't know of any science behind any of it. I don't have a torpedo here. About the only thing I could tell you on a cut that would be scientific, if it's even scientific, is on a torpedo shaped cigar where it comes to a point. A lot of people say you should cut that at an angle so you get more surface in your mouth. I don't know. I don't do it. I cut mine flat. So what you're going to want to do is on the straight cuts, the guillotine cuts, and the V cuts, you're going to want to look at these cigars, okay? These cigars have a cap on them. And you see that right there? And if you notice, that cap right there, that seam, okay? You do not want to cut below that seam, okay, if you're going to do a flat cut. That seam is there for a reason. That is holding the wrapper on, okay? It's a separate piece of tobacco. So you got the filler, you got the binder, you got the wrapper, and then you got the cap that goes on last, and that's holding on. If you cut it down below that line, your wrapper is going to start coming undone. So on this baby right here, I'm going to go ahead and put a flat cut on there, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to find that line, which is right here, okay? You follow it around. Now this has a triple cap on it. So you see 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go just about to that line right there. You see that line right there? And I'm going to put my blade just above it. Okay? Now look at that. You see that? It's flat. It's straight across, but it still has the cap on there. That way, I mean, it still has the outside of the cap. Okay? If I were going to use a V-cut on a box press cigar, of course, you're going to want to go this way with the cigar. You're not going to want to V-cut it that way. Okay, so that's what you really got to remember is you don't want to go below the cap line, whether it's triple cap or double cap. You always want to stay above that line, and you want to snip it fast, okay? I don't recommend wetting the tip of the cigar when using a straight cut, okay? If you're going to do a V cut, okay, it's like this Robusto size cigar right here, not a V cut, I'm sorry, a punch, okay? If you're going to do a punch, I recommend it. Just wet it a little bit. Nothing crazy. You don't got to chew on it. You don't got to gum all over it. Okay? Center your hole punch and just lightly but firmly. Okay? You don't want to go jabbing it in there, but you don't want to do it too light to where you're not going to get any penetration. And you just want to get the cap off of there. Okay? You don't have to go. You see, I went a little deep there, but that's just it. Just went. I didn't even push hard, but you don't have to go and core that thing out. You just want to get the cap out and expose the filler tobacco. And that's how you cut a cigar.